The brand we researched is Outerknown. This unique brand is made in America and founded by Kelly Slater.
Kelly Slater sits upon piles and piles of fabric in order to create his clothing pieces. Kelly Slater believes in 3 key words in order to direct his company: style, sustainability, and travel.
Meet Kelly Slater. Kelly Slater is well known and very popular because he is one of the best professional surfers on the planet. He is an all-time world champion surfer. Currently, Kelly is 43 years old and lives an interesting life because he is always traveling and chasing waves in places such as Florida, Hawaii, Australia, and California. Luckily, Slater was fortunate enough to have Outerknown be a part of Kering. Kering is a successful large fashion corporation that owns Volcom, Puma, Gucci, Alexander McQueen, and Stella McCartney. Outerknown's design team is headed by John Moore, who was named one of GQ's best menswear designer in America. Quiksilver was Slater's sponsor for 23 years. Slater and Moore also collaborated on Quiksilver's VSTR brand.
So what is inside Outerknown? It's clear now just how challenging it is for any brand to put sustainability at the forefront of their business, and I'm proud that we're one of the few taking the lead. So Kelly Slater stays behind what he believes in. He's looking to incorporate his 3 key words into everything that he does for his company.
We found Outerknown's business model interesting. Style, sustainability, and travel are the 3 key words to describe this brand. Sustainability is a key factor and selling point for Outerknown. This brand is a more sophisticated, fashionable version of the 3 big surf brands: Billabong, Quiksilver, and Rip Curl. Outerknown can be described as a surf-inspired menswear label that displays bright colors, bold patterns, and overt logos. John Moore said, "We're surfers that grew up with surf brands, but the key is we grew up."
So what is inside Outerknown? Acclaimed menswear designer John Moore has partnered with Kelly to create a contemporary menswear brand of what's being designed through a surfer's lens. We're surfers who grew up with a surf brand, but we grew up out of logos, and we want to wear clothing that's made better, fits better, and looks better. So Kelly Slater and John Moore wanted to create this business in order to create something that the world hasn't seen before. In order to do so, they combined things that they knew and things that they wanted to do.
All Outerknown's products are sustainable and eco-friendly. For example, t-shirts are made from organic cotton and board shorts are made from recycled nylon. These quality products are why the line's products are more pricey. I created Outerknown to smash the formula, to lift the lid on the traditional supply chain and prove that you could actually produce great-looking menswear in a sustainable way. Outerknown sells a variety of apparel and accessories, such as jackets, sweaters, shirts, t-shirts, pants, shorts, and beanies. Here are examples of price points. This jacket is $225, the sweater is $365, the button-down is $165, the t-shirt is $98, these sweatpants are $185, and the board shorts are $125. Outerknown's target customer is the grown-up surfer. The age range for this company is from mid-20s to late 30s. This male customer enjoys warm vacations, traveling, and a laid-back lifestyle. They want to look stylish but enjoy comfort. Sustainable fashion lines that serve as competition for Outerknown are Mod Avante, Be Good, Flint and Tinder, and the Maid Collection. Billabong and O'Neill can be considered competition as well, although Outerknown is a different type of surf brand. When researching competition, I realized there's nothing quite like Outerknown that involves surfwear and sustainability, which definitely sets this brand apart, making it unique and desirable. Outerknown is sold in the U.S., in Texas, California, Florida, Colorado, and Hawaii, as well as in the United Kingdom, France, Japan, and Australia. Outerknown's online website is also very popular. Social media is a huge free way for advertising this brand, especially because Kelly Slater is so famous, acquiring 1.2 million Instagram followers and 466,000 Twitter followers.
So one of Outerlook's major selling points of the company is whether or not they can create a sustainable line that is also saving the environment and using the least amount of wasted products as possible. So as seen in the picture above, there's netting that is pinned against the wall and is used as material. This is better than the use of regular material because it is better for the environment. So I would see that the style is an outdoorsy traveler look with simpler pieces, but everything is impeccably made and stitched and created as one of a kind. The prices are higher due to the eco-friendly materials. So as the third key point of Kelly Slater's company, he uses the fact that he was a surfer and he took many pictures to serve as inspiration for his clothing pieces. So looking in the world for Outerknown for inspiration, through many of the adventures that his company has gone through, they're in search of something new to add to their company. So they go in search of new materials and new inspirations to add to their current collections. So here's an example of one of the products that is used in Outerknown. So as a mega trend for Outerknown, it's known for their ability to create sustainable yet stylish clothing for men. Everything is designed from netting or animal fur or any sustainable material, so it's less harmful to the environment. So this is considered a mega trend because there's been a large push in the fashion industry for more sustainable and eco-friendly designs in the last couple of years in order to help the environment. So what is Outerknown doing? So for their collection, a lot of their clothing is constructed in the way that it's being more sustainable. And here's an example of the limited supply collection because the clothing is made more comfortable and it's close fitting to the body, and each piece is uniquely created in the way that there are different characteristics than what's being currently sold in stores. So here's another example of a limited supply collection. There are only 6 pieces in this collection, and for the shirts and sweatshirts that are created, there are only 60 units per style that is created, and for the shorts and sweatpants, there are 150 units, and once these certain number of units are sold out, they will not go back into circulation. And here is the last part of the limited supply collection. There's a pair of weekender sweatshorts that are created in a way where it's more comfortable for the wearer to wear, and it's more stylish than the average pair of shorts that are being worn. So what is currently trending in Outerknown is a lot of darker and deeper colors, like dark blues and greens, as well as red, and as well as neutrals like black, gray, and white.
Okay, so in both women's wear and menswear, the trends that we have seen most on the runways are suedes, Victorian era influences, knits, netting, lightweight denim, and blown out plaids. The brand Outerknown prides itself on its sustainable practices, placing sustainability at the forefront of their business and producing great looking menswear. You don't need to choose between environment and well-made clothing when it comes to this brand. So keeping that in mind and staying updated with the current events, art, and mood of the public, I was able to apply certain forecasts to what we will most likely be seeing the brand do next. The brand has a very simplistic forefront along with its sustainability, so adding new and exciting pieces to its collections would be a good way to expand. So the first forecast consists of homegrown influences and earthbound ties. It has organic textures, magnified approaches to looking at things like plant life and cellular structures. This gives off a very earthy and positive vibe, which I feel really matches up well with the theme of the company and allows the consumer to look at the clothing with a bright eye. Within the color palette, we'd see saturated green tones, yellows like gold and chartreuse, reds and oranges as accents, earthy browns and khakis, and olives would be a base color. Materials would be reptile, leaf-like themes, lace, tweed-like texts, chiffon, and netting. And patterns would be focused upon tropical influences and palm repeats, plant inspiration, and once again, the microscopic theme. The next forecast that I figured would fit well with this brand is based off of activewear influences, intelligent essentials, and basically how we wear technology. It embodies urban minimalism with a sport edge and purposeful design with a technical balance of softness. For the color palette, the colors would be minimal, mostly just custards and oranges. Aquas would probably be an accent color, and navies, olives, and grays would be the base colors. The details within this would most likely consist of zippers, buckles, straps, shoulder cutouts, elastic waistbands, and we could most definitely be seeing a wider and loose silhouette made for comfort. So the last but not least forecast I have here is based off of global inspiration. It captures bohemian spirit with artistic techniques, hippie inspiration, and a 1960s free-spirited craftsmanship, and overall just a cultural, worldly factor. The color palette would consist of coppers, reds, pops of dark teal, blues, and indigo as base color, basically just exemplifying bright, interesting colors. Materials would consist of tweeds, hand-loom knits, collage effects, leather, and crochet patchwork. Details would most likely just consist of trimming details and embroideries. And the silhouette would be oversized and boxy with a wide in appearance or look. Examples of this would be wide-legged pants and just overall a rectangular silhouette. So moving on to how we can expand the brand. We can expand it in a lot of different ways. The way the business could grow would be producing lines that are based off of their clothing. Although they have accessories in a section, it consists of only beanies. What I propose is that the business could expand with one of the many options or pathways they could take would be an eyewear line, a handbag line. A handbag line, although it's strictly menswear, we could broaden that with making briefcases, backpacks, and or duffels. We could do a footwear, technology. We could make phone cases, computer cases, all sticking to that sustainable theme, which would make it more appealing. Surfing gear, along with broadening the accessories section, maybe adding a few belts, scarves, and gloves. Although they would resemble other brands such as Patagonia and North Face, if we were to expand everything as far as this brand would differ from them in many ways and bring a big difference to the fact that they have their forefront of sustainability, and the business would pose a huge threat to others due to the fact that it is promoting a better made, uniquely styled, and an innovative alternative.